A cancelled id Software game was just rediscovered, Doom Eternal is about to get official updates, and even more content will be coming in the next few weeks. Things are honestly starting to look pretty good. Community members have recently reshared some obscure concept art for a cancelled game that's mostly unheard of. The art was originally posted by Christian Piccolo on ArtStation over a decade ago. The unnamed project was in development around 2011, and the only thing we know is that it would have revolved around an alien invasion. Although it was guaranteed to be a first-person shooter with the same gritty visual style present in games like the First Rage and many of their cancelled projects from the early 2010s. Christian has also posted concept art for the original Doom 4, with the coolest of a bunch being these unused enemies. I'm not exactly sure how these would have fit into the more grounded take on the franchise, but they're still sick as hell regardless. I'll leave a link to his id Software portfolio in the description. You can find even more concepts from Doom 4 as well as some of his more recent work. After Doom Eternal's incredibly successful launch, the game managed to provide players with 2 premium story expansions, 4 additional master levels, an arcade horde mode, a battle mode refresh, and over 300 cosmetic items before general support ended with update 6.66 Rev 2 on April 26, 2022. Despite the overall content flow being reduced to seasonal repeat mega events and recycled multiplayer rewards, the game received a small update in September of last year that removed the battle mode booster system across all platforms and disabled the de novo anti-tamper on PC, but that was just the beginning. The official Steam database allows users to access a game's price history, player statistics, downloadable content, application information, and most importantly, its back-end update history. Ever since the anti-tamper was removed over 6 months ago, Doom Eternal has been receiving a constant stream of private updates that were mostly uneventful up until last week when the backend was updated with an executable file and several strings related to launching the Doom mod portal. The community unsurprisingly caught wind of this right after the change went live, leading to a huge wave of hype and speculation over what appeared to be a big new update arriving just in time for the game's 4th anniversary. But that was 2 days ago and we still don't have official mod support, so when can we expect to see it? The most important thing to note when looking at this situation is that the mod portal is 100% real. This isn't just some random leak or a convincing hoax. You can actually still visit the Steam database and see where the executable file was added 10 days ago on Tuesday, March 12th, which does confirm that PC mod support is being tested at the very least. In hindsight, it seems pretty obvious that the anti-tamper was disabled so it wouldn't interfere with the modding, and the boosters may have been removed to prevent issues with modded multiplayer content, further supporting the idea that the mod portal is guaranteed to release at some point. It's presumably been in development for at least 6 months and they're finally starting to add significant content to the back end, implying that a release isn't too far away since Eternal's assets tend to pop up on SteamDB within a few months of their intended release date. The game's anniversary honestly seemed like the perfect time to drop something this huge, but they strangely didn't do anything at all. We normally get some sort of celebratory post on social media. Last year they posted some obscure key art despite the fact that Mighty Doom's launch was the next day, and they even went through the effort of creating completely original art just for 2016's 7th anniversary, making this whole situation really strange. Mighty Doom just got a social media post and a full event to celebrate its 1-year anniversary, but Doom Eternal doesn't get a single thing despite the upcoming mod support? Things just aren't adding up. There is a chance they originally planned to release everything on the anniversary, but had to push it back fairly recently, which would explain why they haven't acknowledged Eternal or officially announced the mod support. They typically reveal this information fairly close to the release date, and the Steam branches apparently indicate when an update is about to be pushed out, so we're at least a full week away from hearing anything from id Software. The first half of April is the earliest we'll receive any news, but there's a pretty big chance that nothing will come of this until the Xbox Summer Showcase in June, where they can announce their next big title and use Doom Eternal to build up more hype and get more people interested. A really important question that a lot of you have been asking is, will the mod support release on consoles? As unlikely as this sounds, I feel like it's entirely possible. Based on the information we've gathered from developer interviews, it seems like implementing these features would require id Software to invest a notable amount of resources into a 4-year-old game with a relatively small remaining player base. While the announcement of a new game would definitely draw in more people, they need to gather as many players as possible to justify the overall cost, meaning that some form of additional content is likely coming to consoles as well. Other Bethesda published titles like Fallout and Skyrim support community content through the Creation Club and regular mods on consoles, so multi-platform mod support implementation is absolutely in the cards. If they don't bring it over to Xbox and PlayStation systems, they may deliver new master levels or cosmetics as compensation, but there's no way of knowing until they officially reveal their plans. On the topic of official reveals, our first bit of information on QuakeCon 2024 should be released around mid-April. Although they probably won't reveal anything outside of the event location, dates, sponsors, and some activities, we should be able to determine the overall size based on these details. QuakeCon 2022 and 2023 were both revealed in April and indicated that they wouldn't have any big reveals based on their smaller size, so the announcement of a large QuakeCon may indicate that something huge is on the way. Of course, it is pretty unlikely that Microsoft would want something as big as an id Software game to be announced outside of a summer showcase, so a gameplay reveal is more likely than a game announcement at this year's QuakeCon. Multiplayer modes like co-op and duels will likely be making their way into Mighty Doom sometime later this year, so we'll be seeing a lot more exciting Doom content from all corners of a franchise. More cosmetics, enemies, event levels, and possibly even chapters will be coming to the game in just over a week. I think this season's theme is honestly pretty sick. The legendary Mick Gordon is finally returning alongside the creators of Doom to make a brand new FPS game. Click on the video that's on screen now to learn more. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's pretty much all that I have for now though. Until next time.